And video settings, please. Guys, please check your audio and video. Screen is large, boss. Screen is fully there. Mr. Tushar Damera, it's a compilation errors, Babu. Please solve the compilation errors. It's clearly saying compilation errors. Why are you trying to run without compiling the error? Please solve the first compilation error, then run the program. Screen is split into two parts, huh? No screen is coming. Screen is split into two parts. Mr. Saroz, send the complete error. Don't send the half error. Manoj Singh, you have created a project with modules. Remove the modules while creating project. Your problem is solved. Okay, guys. Saroz, same problem of yesterday. Apply the same solutions. You have not applied any solutions, guys. Okay. Manoj Singh, in GetBean method, you are doing typecasting with the wrong class. You are doing typecasting with the wrong class. Still screen problem. I don't have any splitting issue, boss. Parvat Kumar Sahu, why flow will not touch flow this one? Without setter method, how setter injection will happen? See the properly. Screen splitting problem. No, I don't have any issue with the screen. For me, it is appearing as a single screen only. For me, it is appearing as a single screen only, right? Naresh IT side issue is there. Once again, let me share. Now. Again, same problem. 1 minute. Let me talk to admin. Mr. Gichandri Savale, you have written spell mistakes, typing mistakes in XML file. Please correct them. Camera is showing the right part, no issues for me. No, it's coming for some people, it's not coming from other people, right? Okay, those who got problem, can you rejoin once? Please rejoin. I don't have option to drag Babu. Can you rejoin once? No, it's some people's screen is divided into two parts, right? Off screen, off video is coming. 1 minute, I'll give me 2 minutes. Guys, those are getting screen split problem. Can you drag on your own? Check once. Check your side. I think you can drag the things on your own. Please, the people who are having split screen, please drag on your own. I think you can drag. Okay, boss. I talked to admin people. They said problem is not from Zoom side. Okay, today you adjust, guys. I think some technical issue from Zoom people. Today you please adjust. Okay, Spring here, NTSP 716 Spring Core module. Here is what? Constructor injection. Okay, field injection. And what is the other injection we are having, boss? Arbitrary method injection. Arbitrary method injection. Arbitrary method injection. Clear, boss? Okay. I think date gone wrong. Let me change the date also. Arbitrary method injection. What is the date of today? 716. What is the date? 7th April, right? Okay. Yeah, let me open it. So first, the first topic is constructor injection. Okay, boss. Here, the IOC container. What, guys? Here, the IOC container uses okay, guys. Here the IOC container uses parameterized constructor of target class. Target class having dependent class. What guys? Dependent class object as the argument value. Dependent class object as the argument value to create target class object and to inject what is that dependent class object to target class object. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Object to target class object. I hope you are understanding my statement, guys. Okay, guys. Here the IOC container uses parameterized constructor of target class having dependent class object as the argument value to create the target class object and to inject dependent class object to target class object. Super na, boss? Okay. In XML driven configurations, we need to use constructor hyphen arg tag. We need to use the constructor hyphen arg tag. Okay, constructor hyphen arg tag for constructor injection configuration. Okay. In annotation driven configurations. Okay. In annotation driven configuration, we need to place @auto void. What guys? @auto void on the top of parameterized constructor. On the top of parameterized constructor. Is that clear, boss? Okay, guys. In setter injection, the IOC in setter injection, the IOC container in setter injection, the IOC container, what is that? First creates. 1 minute. We'll launch this point in a different angle. Okay. So shall we make our application performing constructor injection, boss? Boss, see what I'm doing here. Boss. See, guys, we have different possibilities of injections right now, boss. It's up to your comfort. If you want, you can go for setter injection, you can go for constructor injection, you can go for field injection, you can go for arbitrary injection. Right now, boss, I'm exploring one by one. What is the best I will give at the end? So please don't spoil your brain by finding out why should I go for other injection when setter injection is there. I'm introducing every injection so that at the end we can analyze and find out what is the best injection. Tushara, can you stop showing your talent? Okay, see, this is the plan. I'll introduce all injection. At the end, we analyze which is the best injection. Clear? Super. No, sir, I don't want to learn all these things. Then give me idea. I will directly introduce best injection. I will stop teaching remaining injection. Do you want that style of teaching? Do you want that style of teaching? Then you cannot clear interviews. Please. Okay, boss. Now I'm commenting this setter method, boss. Yeah, when you comment, if your code is disturbed, code format is disturbed, boss. If your code format is disturbed, okay, then we have to do some settings, boss. Preferences, guys. Preferences, general preferences. What is there? Code formatting. Where is that? I'm not able to see that. Okay. Code formatting. Code formatter, right? Okay. Then what? Create a new code formatter, P1. Save OK. Create a new code formatter, P1. Tell me what is there, guys? What is there? Comments. Here there is option, guys. Enable block commenting is there, na remove. Apply. Okay. Apply, close. Now you go for commenting. Code is not disturbed. Did you notice this? Code format is not disturbed, though you are commenting the code. Though you are commenting the code, right now, boss? To enable or disable, single line comments. Single line comments. What is this? Control plus Shift plus C. This is the shortcut key, guys. Control plus Shift plus C. Next one. To enable multi-line comments. Multi-line comments. Multi-line comments. What is that? Control plus Shift plus backward slash. Disable multi-line comments. Control plus Shift plus forward slash. Everyone understanding my statement? Okay. To disable block commenting while working with multi-line comments. Okay, while working with multi-line comments. While working with multi-line comments. Right now, boss? Yes. Option disable. While working with multi-line comments. What is the procedure? Very fast. Windows preferences. Search for code format. Search for code formatter. After that, let me give screenshot fastly, boss. Search for code formatter. Search for code formatter. Java code style formatter. What is there? Java code style formatter, right? Okay, formatter. Next, new. Create a new formatter. Okay, name P1. Name P1. Tell me next one. Name P1. name P1, comments, deselect, enable block commenting checkbox. Enable block commenting checkbox. Deselect enable block commenting checkbox, guys. This is the one. So one-time setting, boss. It's a one-time setting. After that, you what to do, you know that, right? Let it be. All these are related to ID. Everyone come back, guys. In annotation-driven configuration, we need to place @auto-void on the top of parameterized constructor. Right now, on which bean I want to do constructor injection? Wish message generator, which is what user-defined Spring Bean. So, which is configured with annotation. So we can happily apply annotations now, boss. We can happily deal with annotation. What do you say, my dear? Definitely we can apply annotation support. But where? On the top of parameterized constructor. What is that parameter? The parameter is going to be what, guys? The parameter is going to be dependent class property. Local date time. Local date time, date time. Okay. Here, one param constructor, guys. Tell me here. This dot date time is equal to date time. This dot date time is equal to date time. No change in application context.xml. Why? Because we are not touching anything in predefined classes configuration, right? But here we should place @auto-void on the top of the constructor or not. We must place @auto-void on the top of the constructor, right now, boss? Super. Okay. Dependency injection test, my dear. Run as Java application. Okay. Run as a Java application. This time what happened? Dependent class object is injected to target class by using one param constructor or by simply using one param constructor or not. Come on, my dear. Remaining all aspects are same. Array. So IOC container is forced to use one parameter constructor to create target class object. In that process, dependent class object is created and passed as the argument value of that one constructor, parameterized constructor. So that we are getting the feeling container is using parameterized constructor to create target class object and to also inject a dependent class object to target class object. To also inject a dependent class object to target class object. Same thing I have given now, boss. Same thing I have given here or not. Which message generator, ra babu? Yeah, this is the target class. Example application, guys. All are same as previous application, right? All are same as previous application. Okay. Having change in wish message generator dot Java. Having change in wish message generator dot Java. You guys, okay. Having change in more than There is no need of setter method, guys. Let me remove the setter method. So we have to highlight only constructor part. We need to highlight only constructor part. Yes, this is the one I have to highlight now, boss. This is the one I have to highlight. Okay, guys. Yeah, someone is asking, sir, if constructor is having two parameters, it's your responsibility to keep two dependent beans ready. Create a target class object. Come on. Okay, injecting two dependent Spring Bean class objects. Everyone understanding my statement? Someone is asking, sir, if constructor is having three parameters. Okay, that means while creating target class object, you are interested to inject how many dependent objects? How many dependent objects? Three dependent objects. So then it will create three dependent objects first and happily injects them while creating target class objects. While creating target class object. Getting my point there, boss? Okay. Constructor taken for constructor injection. Constructor taken for constructor injection. Super. What data will be stored in those parameters? Other dependent objects. How? Okay, guys. Sir, I have not taken parameter types as class types. I have taken parameter types as into X, into Y. That's wrong designing. Wrong designing, boss. When you want constructor injection to be happen, you should take right constructors. Are you understanding my statement? For your wrong designing, you cannot question IOC container. I hope for your wrong designing, you cannot question IOC container. Are you understanding my statement, boss? Okay. Now, lots of people are having doubts. If I have a two-param constructor, then what should I do? Let's wait. Suppose I'm taking second parameter as date dt. Okay. Control plus shift plus O. Java dot util dot date. Super. I'm taking a property what? Private. Date. Here what I'm doing? This dot date is equal to date. This dot date is equal to date. And I want to check whether both are injected or not. Let me check whether both are injected or not in the business method. See here, what I do is I'll try to print both date, time, date, values, space, date. Date, time, values plus date. Actually, what is the property name? DT, na? Okay, DT. So total how many parameters are there, guys? Two are there. Okay. Okay. That means both are dependent now, boss. Okay. So now I need to configure date also as a Spring Bean. I need to configure date class also as a Spring Bean. What do you say, boss? Okay. Tell me here. Bean ID DT class is equal to java.util.data. 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 Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Now you run this application. Run as Java application. So happily injected. Okay. Maybe SOP statement is not changed to two-param constructor. Two-param construction, boss. run as Java application. Tell me two param constructor. When I call the business method, local date time class object data and normal date class object data. When you create date class object with a zero param constructor, it holds system date and time or not. So both we are able to display or not. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Mukhidar Khan, date class object can be created directly. There is no need of factory method. So when there is no need of factory method, why should I enable factory method in factory method being instantiation? Don't mug up the code, Ra Babu. Okay. I can create date class object using zero param constructor. That time system date and time will be stored automatically. You don't know this basic point of core Java, my dear. Okay, to get local date time class object with the system date and time, we need to call now method. But to create a date class object, is there any need of factory method? No need of factory method, right now, boss? No need of factory method. Spring Bean configuration. By enabling. Okay, by enabling. Okay, zero param constructor based instantiation. Zero param constructor based instantiation. Superna boss? Okay. Yeah, tell me. If the parameterized constructor of target class is having more than one param of more than one param representing other Spring Bean type params, other Spring Beans type params. Then if the 1 minute, if the auto wide enabled parameterized constructor of target class is having more than one param representing other Spring Bean types params, then tell me, IOC container, okay, creates target class object by injecting, okay guys, multiple dependent Spring Bean class objects. I hope you are understanding. Multiple dependent Spring Bean class objects. Spring Bean class objects. Okay, right. Example was. What is there? Example. Yeah, I'm not giving in wish message generator. In wish message generator dot Java. Okay. In wish message generator dot Java. Yeah, where is this? Where is wish message generator? Okay, guys. I'm not giving complete code. I'm just highlighting the code that is required. Clear, boss? Okay. What is that? Properties. Has a properties. Look at the parameters. Look at the parameters. Next, in Spring Bean configuration file, in application context.xml, in application context.xml was in application context.xml. Yeah. We have to place these things now, boss. Okay. So how many parameters are taken? Two parameters. Local date time, this. Okay, this is dependent bean one, dependent bean two. Both are dependent spring beans or not. Dependent spring beans configurations. Dependent spring beans configuration. Okay, guys. Next note. Right. At the rate auto-wide dependency injection. Auto-wide based dependency injection. Dependency injection is possible only on reference type. What, guys? Reference type or object type as a properties. As a properties of target class. That means not possible on simple or primitive properties. Can we do at the rate auto-wide based injection on simple and primitive properties, boss? On simple and primitive properties. What are those? Int, long, string, etc. Can we do injection on these properties, boss? Not possible on simple and primitive properties. Not possible on simple and primitive properties. Okay. So, are you getting my point there, guys? Are you understanding my statement? Super. Now listen carefully. Listen. Dependency, wish message generator, boss. Wish message generator. Two params. I have to keep two spring beans ready, right? I have not kept the second one ready. Only first one is kept ready, right? Right click, run as Java application. We are getting exception now, boss. No qualifying bean of type java.util.date available. It is clearly looking to call two-param constructor to create target class object. Come on. Okay. On target class object, but unfortunately, first param related dependent bean is available to inject. Second one is not available. Did you notice that, boss? That's why exception came now, boss. That's why exception came. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, here I have taken required is equal to false. What I have taken, boss? Required is equal to false. Default value of required is true. That means all dependents must be there. Now I am saying required is equal to false. If dependents are not there, then also you proceed creating target class object. That's the meaning of required is equal to false. After taking required is equal to false, Java application. It is still saying what, guys? It is still saying what? No qualifying bean. No qualifying bean. Java.util.date available. Expected at least one beach which qualify the candidate. Dependent annotation. We are getting same as previous error, right? Okay, guys. We are getting same as previous error. 1 minute, then we can solve this problem, Rababu. 1 minute. At the rate auto-wide required is equal to false. One also. I don't keep first dependent bean also. I don't keep first dependent bean also. Super. Now listen carefully. Listen carefully. Forget about this code, guys. You don't need this code. I stopped calling businessmen. I stopped calling businessmen. So, dependency injection test. Right click Java application. Yes. No, see, yes, it is saying what, guys? Java dot time dot local date time available. Expect not available. So now it is giving error on first parameter or not? Now it is giving error on first parameter or not? Are you understanding my statement? Now it is giving error on first parameter or not? So that means, what is the meaning of this, guys? Okay, when you pass two parameter, both parameter must be available. Yes, na? When you pass both two parameter, both parameters must be available. Okay. If you pass single parameter must be available. If you don't pass, you will get the error. If you don't pass, you will get the error. So keeping dependency is our responsibility or not? Keeping dependency ready is our responsibility, irrespective of required is equal to true or false. Irrespective of required is equal to true or false. Everyone getting my point, boss? Yes. In old versions, we used to have, guys. In recent version, they made it mandatory. They have not given any functionality for required annotation. Understanding? In recent version, they made it okay. They made it dummy, boss. There is no functionality for it. In old version, they used to say, even though dependent not available, proceed with target class object creation. Okay, you keep or you don't keep, both are having same purpose. Check it out. Right click, run as Java application. Same error, na? You keep both of them ready. You keep both of them ready. Dependency injection, right now, boss? Run as Java application. Okay, now object is created using two param constructor. In this process, dependent objects are injected to target class object, now, boss? Dependent objects are injected in target class object. Dependent objects are injected to target class object. Super, na, boss? So, okay, what is the point I should highlight, boss? Another note. In old versions of Spring, okay, old versions of Spring, up to 4.x, by taking, what is there? By taking @auto-void required is equal to false. @auto-void to false. Understanding my statement, guys? @auto-void required is equal to false. We can make the IOC container. IOC container. IOC container. IOC container completing the injection process with null values, even though, what is that? Even though, what is that? Dependent, even though dependent Spring Bean class object is Not available. Not available. But that facility is removed from Spring 5.x. 5.x. That means from Spring 5.x, it is there both 5.x, all the dependent Spring Beans must be available. Must be available for auto-wide based dependency injection. Based dependency injection. Otherwise, we get the exception. We practically tested and felt it. We practically tested and felt it now was the default value for required param is true. The default value for required param is true, boss. Enjoyed my statement, guys? Okay, guys. Now listen carefully. I will give one more trick, guys. One more point here. I have taken one param constructor, boss, without date. I have taken one param constructor without date. Super. Here is two param constructor. Here is one param constructor. Okay, tell me, boss, while creating object, how many constructors will be invoked? How many constructors can be invoked, guys? One constructor. Now I kept @auto-void on. Okay. Now I kept @auto-void on how many constructors? Two constructors. So now IOC container will be in the dilemma, na, boss. Now the IOC container will be in the dilemma, na, boss. Now the IOC container goes to dilemma state or not? Which constructor to use? That's why exception will be raised. That's why exception will be raised or not. Right click, run as Java application. Right now, boss? Confusion state. It will be in the confusion state. Invalid auto-void marked constructor. Wish message generator single param. Found constructor with a required auto-void already on two param constructor. Ambiguity error is coming na, boss? Ambiguity error is coming or not coming? Ambiguity error is coming or not coming, boss? Okay, boss. Now listen carefully. Now listen carefully. Okay. Now here I said required is equal to false. Wait a minute. I'll try to give one more angle of it. Required is equal to false. Indirectly, required is equal to true is there. Indirectly, it is having required is equal to true, na, boss. Indirectly, it is having required is equal to true. Are you understanding my statement? Here required true is there, required false is there. Run as, go to dependency injection test, guys. Run as Java application. Okay, what's happening? Invalid auto-void marked. Invalid auto-void marked. Same error is coming, boss. Same error is coming. Already constructor found on to local date time. Wish message generator. So again ambiguity problem is coming. So that means required is equal to false true does not making any difference. does not making any difference because its functionality is removed. Because its functionality is removed in the latest versions, right? So what we can place at max, we can place at max, we can place, understanding my statement, boss? We can place at the rate auto wide at max only on one parameterized constructor. If you try to place on multiple parameterized constructor, the IOC container goes to ambiguous state and raises the exception or not. The IOC container goes to ambiguous state and raises the exception, right? Okay. Ambiguous state and raises the exception. Check it out. Java application exception. You keep required is equal to false. Run as Java application. Then also exception, right now, boss? Okay, boss. Then also exception. So what is the conclusion? What is the statement I have to give? One more note. Important. Important. At max we can place at the rate auto wide annotation only on one parameterized construct. Only on one parameterized constructor. Because the IOC container uses one constructor at a time, one parameterized constructor at a time, to create the target class object. Target Spring Bean class object. That means placing at the rate auto wide on multiple parameterized constructors will raise the exception. Convinced, my dear? On multiple parameterized constructor will raise the exception. Will definitely raise the exception or not? Will definitely raise the exception or not? Okay, guys. Now listen. But we can place. But we can place at the rate auto wide on multiple setter methods. On multiple setter methods. Tell me, fields, arbitrary methods. Only for constructor this headache is there. Arbitrary methods to perform respect to injection on multiple properties. Respect to injection on multiple properties. Convinced, my dear? To perform respect to injections on multiple properties. Okay, let me show first. We already completed setter injection now. Okay, now I am commenting this, Rababu. I commented both. Yeah, setter method 1 for local date time. Okay, one more setter method, guys. Public void set date. This dot date is equal to date. Here is my at the rate auto void systrace, set date. Ready now, boss? At the rate auto avoid on first setter method, at the rate auto avoid on second setter method. Come on. Are you understanding my statement, boss? On first setter method, on second setter method. Dependency injection test. Run as a Java application. Coming, both setter methods are executed now, my dear, and both are injected or not. So we can place on multiple setter methods. We can place on multiple setter methods. What do you say, boss? We can place on multiple setter methods. What do you say, my dear? It's happening or not happening? It's definitely happening. Which message generator dot Java. In which message generator dot Java. Generator dot Java. Paste. In which message generator dot Java. Valid statement or invalid statement, boss? Valid code, right? Super. Tell me, in which message generator dot Java? Okay. In which message generator dot Java? Hey, both are single parameters only. Setter method always single parameter method. Setter method is always single parameter method. Update your knowledge of core Java. Setter methods are always. I ask you to watch Java Bean videos. I hope you studied them. Setter method always written by targeting single property. Okay, guys. Now tell me, in which message generator dot Java? Is it valid code or invalid code? Is it valid code or invalid code, guys? At the rate auto void on multiple. At the rate auto void on multiple is invalid, right? Invalid code. Invalid code. Tell me. Setter methods are always. Setter methods are single param methods, boss. Setter methods are always single param methods, right? Okay. If you take two single param constructor, also same problem. If you take two single problem constructors, also same problem. Why? It will be in the dilemma state now, which constructor to be used to create object. Setter methods are executed after creating object. Any number of setter methods can be called to inject any number of objects. Right now, boss? But constructor should be used while creating object. So at a time, how many constructor it can execute to create object? One. So that's why it will be in the dilemma which constructor to use. So this is the reason it is allowing at the rate auto void on multiple setter methods and not allowing at the rate auto void on multiple constructors. Convinced, my dear? Okay, guys. Let me give that point also. Since setter injection takes place after creation of target class object. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Since the setter injection takes place after creation of target Spring Bean class object, so the IOC call any number of auto void setter method to inject any number of dependent class objects to target class object. Yes, na boss? Target class object boss. Super. Since the constructor injection takes place along with what is this? Along with target Spring Bean class object creation. So the IOC container can call, tell me, only one auto void based construct. So placing, tell me. So placing auto void on multiple constructor is invalid. Multiple constructors is invalid. Understanding the statement, guys? So IOC container can call only one auto void based constructor. So placing auto void constructor on multiple constructor is invalid. Auto void setter injection methods to inject any number of dependent class objects, and we can place auto void on any number of setter methods. On any number of setter methods. Got it, my dear? On any number of setter methods. Convinced, boss? Got the clarity? Got the clarity, boss? Come on. Super. Now listen. Okay. See, right now I commented constructors, guys. Please focus. I'm going to next level. Since question has come on multiple things, I'm going to next level. Total how many setter methods are there? Having auto void, 2 are there. Having auto void, how many setter methods are there? 2 are there, right? Super. Okay. Second one is not there. Second one is not there. Date bean is not there. Right now, boss? Right click, run as Java application. We are getting error now, boss? Java.util.date, no qualifying bean available, right? It's giving error or not. So auto void means definitely should be there or not there, guys. Definitely should be there or not there. You must place it. If you don't place it, you will give error. What they say, no, when dependent is not available, don't go for auto void. Don't go for auto void. If you specify auto void, it must be available and it must be injected. Right now, boss? It must be available and it must be injected. Clear, my dear? Getting my point? So shall we go for field injection, boss? FIELD, field injection, where we can use both together, setter and constructor injection. Okay, okay. We can use both, Babu. Some properties you can inject by using constructor, some property you can inject on setter. But that's not a good practice. Stick to one mode, na? Why are you mixing both? Why are you mixing both? Why are you mixing both? Right? Okay. Until I give conclusion, what is the best injection? Don't decide. I will give the conclusion. What is the best injection? When to go for which injection? I will discuss later. Till that time, try to understand what is what. Try to understand what is what. Abhishek, that is XML level. Right now, we are discussing what? That is purely XML level. Right to inject to target class. That's why we are using annotation. Right, boss? Okay. In future, we will get that XML related things also. Field injection, Rababu. Okay. Field injection. For this, we need to place @auto void on the top of has a properties directive. Okay, guys. On the top of has a properties directive. On the top of has a properties directly, and no need of having, no need of placing any setter methods. Okay. And parameterized construct. Parameterized construct. Okay, guys. Directly on the property name, guys. Directly on the property name. So now I am commenting setter methods also, boss. Super. So this time where what I'm going to do? @auto void. Here also @auto. @auto void @auto. Yeah. Super. So now both dependents are ready now, boss. Both dependents are ready. They will be injected directly, boss. This is the easiest one. Now industry prefers this one a lot. Industry prefers this one a lot. No need of parameterized constructor, no need of setter method. You want on X property @auto void. You want on Y property @auto void on Y property. You want on Z property @auto void on Z property. You want on ABC property @auto void on. It's very easy, programmer friendly also, readability also good, right? And listen, listen. Before introducing arbitrary injection, I am deciding, I am finalizing this is best, and this is industry standard. Because arbitrary method also issue na, boss. Balaji Dongre, every Java class by default contains zero param constructor, default zero param constructor. It is using that default constructor to create object, my dear. Are you understanding my statement? Balaji, don't lose your basics, my dear. Okay. This supports to place Yes. @auto-wide on multiple has a properties. Yet Okay. IOC container gets the access of, get the access to. Private has a properties. Private as a properties using reflection API. Using reflection API and completes the injection on those properties. Injection on those properties. It's the injection on those properties. Okay. Without having support of any other methods or constraints. Any other methods are constraints. Directly on the field injection is happening now, boss. This time injection is happening directly on the field. What do you say, my dear? This time injection is happening directly on the field. Since people are asking me what is good, what is good, what is industry standard, I revealed before launching next injection. Field injection is industry standard. Field injection is industry standard. Clear, my dear? Okay. In wish message generator dot Java. Message generator dot Java. In wish message Java. Super. And while doing practical, make sure that the changes are reflecting. Make sure that these changes are reflecting. Application context.xml is regular one. Client application not changing anytime same code, guys. Client application. Okay, guys. Client application was. Sorry. Here is my application context.x. Okay, guys. Are Juice framework is given on the top of Spring framework. There also you will find this kind of injection. I'm not saying exactly same thing, but you will be having injection concept. Yes, boss. Everyone understanding? This will go to this one. This will be injected to this. This will be injected to this. Easy, my dear. Okay. This will be injected to this. Yeah, here is Spring Bean configuration file, guys. Yeah, tell me what happened. This will go to this property and this will go to this property. Okay, guys. Shashi Prakash, are you blind? Are you blind? Can you open your eyes? I kept @auto-wide. Guys, if you are this much blind, I am helpless, Babu. Shashi Prakash, look at your question. This indicates we are happily sleeping in the classroom. Will it be working for multiple params on field injection? How many properties I applied, my dear? Please listen, class Babu. Don't kill my confidence by asking this kind of stupid questions. You have seen on two properties and you are asking me, can I use field injection on multiple params? Indirectly multiple properties, right? Super, guys. Great, guys. I don't know how people gets the doubts, this kind of doubts. Okay, boss. Manoj Singh, when object can be created directly by using zero param constructor, why should I go for factory method being instantiation? And when object can be created directly, why should I go for factory method instantiation? Ravi Tota, using reflection API, we can get access to private data of the class. IOC container uses reflection API to get access to these private properties. That's the internal process, you don't worry about it. You don't worry about it. IOC container uses reflection API. Manoj Singh, why are you thinking that every predefined class object should be created by using static factory method? Objects can be created for predefined classes using zero param constructor, right? Possibility is there or not there. Since I have created my first class object by using factory method being instantiation, right now, boss? Factory method being instantiation. We cannot expect same thing here. Yeah, reflection API breaks encapsulation. We cannot say Java is giving 100% encapsulation, Rabab. Okay. Right. Sir, IOC container can use how many constructor to create any class object? One constructor. If you place @auto-void on multiple constructor, IOC container will be in the dilemma situation, right? Which constructor to use? Clear? That's why we cannot place @auto-void on multiple constructor in constructor injection, right? But that point is clear. But in case of setter method and field injection, are we getting error? In case of setter injection and field injection, are we getting that error, right? No. Why? Field injection and setter injection happens what? After creating target Spring Bean class object. Already object is created. Once object is created, setter method, any problem? You call any number of setter method, any problem? You call any number of field injection, any problem? That's why there is no problem of adding @auto-void on multiple as a properties for field injection. Okay, on multiple setter method for setter injection. Common core Java knowledge, ra babu. Normal core Java knowledge, right? Here pure core Java knowledge, ra boss. Any other doubts on today's class? Tushara Damera, when date class object can be created by using zero param constructor, why are you expecting factory method, ra babu? And you design the predefined class, I design predefined class, JDK people use predefined class. Come on. People are questioning. So our local date time is having now method. Why date class is not there? And when data class object can be created directly using zero parent constructor, why are you expecting factory method? Stupid fellows. Don't have common sense and brain. When object can be created directly, straightforwardly, why are you asking for indirect approach? Somehow in local datetime not there, that's why they have given factory method. Come on, guys. I don't know what happened to you people. Forgotten Damera. I think you are from Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka. In Sri Lanka, small problems also will apply complex solutions. For small problems also you'll apply complex solutions. Gaurav Mane, where at the rate AutoVide is there, that is target class. Okay. Constructor parameter type classes, setter method parameter type classes, has a property type classes are the dependent classes, right? Okay, Rajesh Naik, if you keep at the rate AutoVide on constructor, setter and field, it will try to perform all the three injections. It will try to perform all the three injection. The final injection value will be there, right? Okay. Vamsi Krishna, I have given that statement with respect to at the rate AutoVide, please. In constructor argo also at a time, one constructor at a time, right now, boss? In constructor argo also at the time, at the rate one constructor. Control your, see what I presented, concentrate on that. Still subject is there to discuss in multiple other angles, right? Okay, guys. Abhishek, we try to pass string constant value, right? Sachin Jadhav, how to see Google on it, right click on it, open in a new window or tab, go for download option. Click on the link, open in a new window or tab, go for download option. I hope you are enjoying, boss. Subodh Sharma, if you don't write zero parent constructor also, compiler anyhow generate zero parent constructor. Based on your question, can I say one thing? Somehow your core Java messed up, Babu. All your questions are related to core Java. Please apply basics properly. If your class is having more than one constructor, how to apply at the rate AutoVide? You apply at the rate AutoVide on one parameter as constructor. Don't apply on remaining things. Don't apply on remaining things. Understanding my statement? Okay, those who are asking for videos, contact the admin. Please don't stop asking videos for me. Okay, guys. Shivam Pathak, when you are applying at the rate AutoVide, and it has a property, one line should have only one property. One line should have only one property. Okay. Prakash Kumar, yesterday I have given flow of execution, how setter method parameter gets the value. IOC container takes the parameter type, searches for, is there any Spring Bean of same type? If it is fine, gets that object and makes it as an argument value. Makes it as an argument value. Understanding? Okay. We can use all injections in one application, but the most recommended injection is fold injection. Can't wait until I launch. Can't wait until I launch. Other annotations I will launch, Babu. Today injections are not over, subject is not over. Field injection is the industry standard injection. Industry standard injection. Arun Bhimvarpu, while designing application, you should have a clarity. Whether you want to create object using one param or two param or zero param constructor. According to you have to add @auto. Clear? So if you don't have clarity, that is your problem. If you don't have clarity, that is your problem. Tomorrow session is there. Tomorrow session is there. Got it, my dear? Understood my statement, boss? Okay. Thank you, guys. Have a nice time. We'll meet. Ashish Patel, Spring Boot microservices hot cake in the market. If you complete it, you will get more calls. Arun, by default, constructors are overloaded only, Babu. By default, constructors are overloaded. You are not creating object, my dear. You are asking IOC container to create object. So before running application, designing application, you should have a clarity which constructor to be used for constructor injection. Accordingly, you have to place @auto. You cannot change dynamically, Babu. You cannot change the dynamic statement. Super. Sunday no class, tomorrow 7 a.m. class.